Hi folks, and welcome to the Yorkshire EV Club YouTube channel and podcast and whatever else we're doing with it this week. So I thought I'd do what I normally do and start off with a couple of jokes. So first off, Yorkshireman goes to the vet and the vet says to him, is it a Tom? He says, no, it's over there in the basket. So that's your first one for you. It's all of me, that joke. Next one, there's a fitness instructor is doing a class for a bunch of Yorkshire ladies, and it's all going really well until she says, right ladies, put your hands on your thighs. And from the back you can just hear a loud whisper. A woman said, hang on, we put our hands on thighs, we'll never be able to see her. Bum. So hope you're all doing well, and I did a little shout out to my members: Deborah, Keith, Nero, Paul, Ian, Alex, Jonathan, Ivan, the other Jonathan, with more Jonathans than anything else, I think. So so I hope all you guys are doing well, and everyone else in the club. Please remember to share the club. Let's get these people in. Even we want even the people who don't yet have an EV. We're not exclusive. We'd like to get as many in as possible. Try and get a few converts if we can. So today I thought I'd just talk about one of my interests that I've perhaps not spoken about before. I, like a lot of you, watch quite a bit of YouTube, and I'm into the van lifers. People like Liam the Terrible and Lost in Europe, all these people who go camping with their vans, and just looks like a great little way to spend, a week or a weekend. I mean, some of these people live in these vans, but I'm thinking for me, I think it'd be leisure time, I see these people and they've all got diesel heaters, solar panels, and just what a nice little compact thing to do with your time. And I love travelling, love parts of Scotland, love all over the countryside, and just thought I'd love to have a little camper van of my own. And I actually work for a company that sells heating and cooking appliances to camper vans, so there is a sort of bit of interest from that side as well. But but obviously, as an EV lover and advocate, I would like an EV van first and foremost, and there is not a lot of choice. But I reckon I could make do with a 24 or 40 kilowatt ENV 200. Probably go for the panel van version rather than the one with all the seats. Obviously, the one with the seats, you'd rip the seats out anyway and you just make your space. But just wonder what your thoughts were. I mean, just think about it. I mean, it would be nice, and I know that it's coming with VW, but there's very much around the van life scene. There's a lot of people who do homemade things. They board their own vans out. They fit their own inverters, their own panels and stuff. And I'd like to do that with a blank canvas of an old ENV 200. And I know that a chap called Kevin's... he's done that, and I've seen his van and it's lovely. I'd like something similar for myself. But I'd probably be quite minimalist really and use the van as a base and then get a decent awning with it. But if you just think about it for a minute, all these people, I watch these YouTube channels, these van lifers, and they all have problems with petrol leaks, oil leaks, heaters, and it's always mechanical problems, and that's all they whinge about. The living side of things, they make do with their setup. But it's interesting, with an EV you'd have none of that. And just think, if you could access your traction battery to power things, you'd have so much power there. And if you could just top it up from you can obviously just top it up from using the right adapter with some of the camping sockets, on a sort of 3-pin socket kind of affair. I just thought, I'd stimulate a bit of conversation. Who else is interested in that aspect? Who wants a van that's an EV to travel around in? Me, I wouldn't go hundreds of miles in it. Yes, okay, I'd probably want to go Scotland a few times a year, but there's some lovely places relatively locally within 50-mile radius. That's why I say a smaller van would do. I'm used to stopping and charging anyway, so it wouldn't bother me to stop and charge after 70 miles. Obviously, an ENV 200 with a 40 kilowatt battery, you'd give me a bit more than that. So, but yeah, just imagine that. That's what I want to see from the future. I haven't seen it yet. There's quite a healthy van life as a massive thing on YouTube, and I haven't seen many or even any EV channels yet. Yes, there was there's obviously Richard and Sharon in Hull, but they weren't really van lifers. They just had an ENV as their work, as it were. But yeah, I'd love to see more people who've got old EV vans. They're using that. They're travelling round. They're not doing any emissions, and they're camping and they're having a really good time of it. I just think that'd be, for me, that's probably something I'm looking at the next few years. I obviously want to get panels on my house. I talk about that quite a lot, but that's also on my little bucket list, as it were. Get a second-hand ENV 200, and just board it out. Basic at first, but board it out. Get a few little trimmings, make it pretty, make it so the wife wants to spend time in it, make it comfortable, and do a bit of camping. I mean, who wouldn't like to be, right up top of a Scottish hill and a lovely park overlooking, watching the sunsets with a lovely cup of coffee, sat when you got this lovely van. And just imagine, I've seen these guys with these diesel vans and they're all struggling to get up the hills, and it's like, oh dear, and they're struggling for traction. And imagine that, an ENV, or like I say, an EV van, just no problem up those hills. Yes, you lose a bit of range, of course, but you allow and you plan like you do with your EVs. But just no worries, no clutch to burn out, just a nice easy ride and a little base, a little home to live in, so you can travel. You can not only travel inexpensively, you could stop overnight inexpensively. I mean, there's some places where you can wild camp and wouldn't cost you anything. So imagine that for a little lifestyle. Imagine doing that for, 3 months of the year. Julie would probably smother me in my bed over that at the time, especially with my snoring. But that would be fun. So I'd like to stimulate a bit of conversation. And there must be people out there who are doing this right now. They're converting their ENVs or some of the Peugeot vans. There must be people out there now who would try to live electric van life, and these guys would get quite a following, I'd imagine, as well, from all of us massive EV fans who also like the countryside and camping. So yeah, just food for thought. Really, I just thought I'd have this as a topic, and I'm going to explore this myself. And like I say, I can't wait for the time we can all access the traction battery with some kind of smart devices, and no doubt someone will tell me these things are there already. But yeah, you could power in quite a lot of things from a big 24 or 40 kilowatt battery. It's a massive power plant, that, and it just, as long as you're within a place where you can charge it reasonably handily, that would be a really handy thing. So that's all I wanted to talk about for today. Just like I say, hi to all the club. Hope you're staying safe, keeping those EVs nice and clean on your drives. I'm a bit lacking in a big sponge at the moment, so I really need to get something to clean my car. It's getting dustier by the day, so I'll muck about that no doubt this weekend. But like I say, stay safe and keep your interest up in EVs. Keep watching the podcasts. I see there's a new episode of Take It EV podcast out now, so keep an eye out for that. And of course, we've got the EV Live Lounge now. We're spoilt for choice, really. Everyone's making content from their homes. Okay, lovely to talk to you, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.